why are people firing in my restaurant? We heard the explosion. I could see everything that was happening on the ground floor. I could not do anything.
Hello everybody, today I am at the iconic Leopold Cafe. It is a very famous cafe in Mumbai, and what happened to this cafe on 26/11 is something that the entire world knows. Today who's going to tell us about the cafe is the owner of the cafe, Farzaad ji. So I'm with him today and I want to know his experiences. I'm sure even you want to know what happened to the entire city and the cafe on that day. You were a person who witnessed this.
Well, on 26/11, it was around 9:30. We had two people standing outside the restaurant, and they were busy on the phone. They were on the phone. I believe they were getting the information of everybody is positioned in their place to start the attack, and the attack actually started from Leopold. So they first threw a hand grenade inside the restaurant, which exploded, and then they started firing randomly inside the restaurant. I was downstairs, standing next to my counter as always, and my brother came up to me and told me let's go upstairs. The cricket match which was going on between India and England, it had taken a turn, for which I came up to watch the cricket match. And while watching the cricket match, all of a sudden, we heard the explosion of the hand grenade.
Oh my God.
I was sitting right over there, and it happened. Then we heard the firing. So I rushed to the window. I could see everything that was happening on the ground floor, but could not do anything. The thought that came to my mind is, what's going on? Why are people firing in my restaurant? At that time, I never thought of my wildest dream that this was a terrorist attack. It was later on in the night, did we know that many places that have been attacked.
Oh, so you didn't know at all?
At that time, no, I didn't know it was a terrorist attack.
Okay.
Now, these were the two guys that they came from the main entrance and they exited from the side exit.
They didn't come up here?
No.
Okay.
Luckily, they didn't come up because there was a smart Westerner customer who had toppled the table and threw it down on the staircase.
Lovely.
So that had blocked the door. If they wanted to also, they could not have because that blocked the table and the door.
Okay.
Then these guys exited from the side entry, and these were the two people that joined the other two guys who were in the Taj.
Okay.
The two guys entered from the front entrance, and these two guys entered from the back entrance. And they got together and they did all the damages. Once these guys exited from the back door, I went down into the kitchen, and from the kitchen I went into the restaurant. And whoever were injured or whoever was, we didn't know at that time whether they were dead or what, but there were a lot of people that were injured. We tried to pick them up and put them into, by stopping traffic, by stopping cars, stopping taxis, to send them to the nearest hospital. What transpired that night is I acted as myself in Ram Gopal Verma's movie 26/11.
Wow, that's nice to know.
And exactly that's what happened that time.
Did you try calling the cops or something?
We have the police station which is right opposite. So they did come. But I saw two policemen, they lifted the rifle, these guys fired the AK-47 and they killed those two policemen also.
Can I know how many people were dead in your place?
We lost 3 foreign nationals, 3 local Indians and 2 of my staff.
Two of your staff.
I didn't lose 2 of my staff in the restaurant. Actually, all my staff had got away. The 2 staff had escaped in the side exit. And they were hiding on the streets behind the cars.
Okay.
And these guys were firing randomly in the streets while going towards Taj. And in that firing, both my boys got killed.
My goodness. And the worst part was they were all so young, nobody could even understand that these people were
Very true.
terrorists.
Yeah.
They never had a clue, the entire city never had a clue who these people were. They were just having guns firing randomly. How do you get home? That must be really scary.
I first of all, I didn't go home because we were here till around say 4-5 o'clock in the morning because the attack was going on at the Taj. So we still
You
wanted
feel
to.
safe even after
Oh
that?
yes. This is Mumbai, so you are safe. But unfortunately, what happened in my place at that time it was not safe. I wanted to know that it has ended.
Okay.
But yes, other places it did end, but the Taj ended after 3 weeks.
Right. Were you aware of that? That
Yes,
something else
that is
was
still going on. So that was going on. Nariman House was going on. But as I said, on the fourth day, we opened up. We pulled the shutters up.
Really?
Yes, on the fourth day.
That is commendable.
I had a meeting with my staff and I told them, yes, we will do that. Now we've got to leave this nightmare behind. We cannot go on with this nightmare. So to let go and forget about this nightmare, let's work harder, let's work longer hours, get ourselves tired so by the time we reach home, we can have a peaceful sleep and not think about what has happened. And of course, without their support, I could not have. But yes, they supported me. They lost, we won. They could not shut me down.
Absolutely, and congratulations on that. Even though you were in a trauma at that point, you still stood up and you went down to help the people who are injured, you and your staff. So
We are human at the end of the day. We are human at the end of the day. So of course, we are always there to help other people.
I think the entire Mumbai, everybody has helped each other.
Very true.
And
In all
that
kinds
is
of
why the humanity
calamities.
came up, and that is something, you know, only Indians can do. And
Yeah,
we're
absolutely
so
right.
proud to be Indians, guys. I just saw all the bullet marks are still not covered. So is it on purpose that you've not covered it?
You can say yes, because this has now gone down in history.
Yes.
And people are going to talk about it generations after generations.
Absolutely. One last question. It's a very personal question. Do you still feel the trauma when you sleep or whenever you're like, do you get scared?
Honestly, few days yes, but what I have seen in the 80s when there was these gangsters and all, I've seen a lot of things in life. But the thought like a firecracker that would burst all of a sudden, it would take me back to that day.
Oh my God,
So
that's so
yeah,
scary.
yesterday, last evening when they bursted the crackers in the lane, the tourists all jumped, the customers all jumped. That was normal because I knew it was Diwali and
Yeah.
the firecrackers are going to be bursting all over
You
the
know,
place.
for me, listening to this itself is like, you know, I'm getting
Goosebumps.
goosebumps, yes. But I just can only thank you guys for, you know, being there
My
for
pleasure.
humanity and supporting the people who were injured. There's so many things, you know, I wouldn't have got to know if I couldn't get this interview. Thank you so much.
Whenever you're in Mumbai,
Yes.
please do drop in.
Of course, yes. Whenever you guys are in Mumbai, please do visit this iconic place. And I think you should try the food here. It's amazing. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.